Hey, I wanted to make you a little bit of a video in hopes that we can kind of clear this up and make it a little bit easier for you to move forward with the assignments. So first of all, you have a ton of baby layers here. So if we go to Layer and delete all unused layers, it simplifies it quite a bit. There are still, looks like a test hand and something else that aren't needed, so we can always right mouse click, delete layer. Alright, I just deleted that hand. Alright, so now you've got your mesh, but it actually appears to be in a couple of pieces. So we want to make sure that you've actually put together all of the pieces. So I'm going to hide your skeleton for a second. Let's see. These are all shoe related. This test cube in here I'm going to remove. If you find that it's something that you need or want, feel free to leave it, but it looks like we don't need it. You can delete the image plane, test hands, and I'm just hitting delete on my keyboard. There we go. So that is our actual group. And you can see we've got the two surfaces right here. So you can hold Shift and we can go to Mesh, Combine. We'll see now what that did. Probably put it there we are. So then, I might rename this Mesh. I know that seems like a lot, but really cleaning it up is going to be very helpful. It turned green because I deleted a texture group, so I'm going to right mouse click and hold, assign favorite material, and just do a Lambert. And now we're back to how we were. Alright, so now that our mesh is kind of cleared up, and we can make sure now it's not part of our layer, so I can select my mesh, layer, create layer from selected. Okay. So the good news is you have all of these controllers set up, so you don't need to remake those. I would just select all of them. Looks like we've got some more with the arms. So you may want to middle mouse click and drag this out, and then you can select it with everything. I'm not going to go through all of that with all of them, but you get the right idea. So we can have all of these. And you'll create a new layer, create layer from selected, and then controls. Save. So now we can hide these and get them out of the way. Now, since you used a control rig, you need to use the things that come with the character rig. So I'm going to suggest that you just delete it. I know it's a lot of work, and I appreciate, again, everything that you did, but I would like this to be something that you can use in your portfolio and use moving forward. So okay, so we can clear things up even further. So you can go through all of these and see what you would like to do, but mainly all of the character handles we won't. You'll either need to rename. Okay, so now we've got our mesh. So I'm going to go in a front view so we can see. And then we're going to keep this simple. So just skeleton, create joints, start right in the center here, go to the side, click and let go, knee, click and let go, ankle, click and let go, ball, toe. Okay, maybe we make him transparent so we can see. And then you're going to want to go into a side view and adjust. Oops. And you can hit enter to have that set. We want to make sure things are actually positioned where we would like them, giving bend to the knees. Alright, so this will be right hip, right knee, right ankle, right ball, and right toe. Call that first one hip, core, center, whatever you would like. Once it's named, we can look in our front view, grab that right hip, and we're going to go to skeleton, mirror joints. Okay, now if we undo that for a second, skeleton, mirror joints, hit the option box. You can search for the word right and replace with left, which I just realized this is actually your character's left side, so please ignore that. But then you can mirror and then they'll be renamed for you. Okay, so now we can go to skeleton, create joints. I'm going to click on that hip joint so it knows that's the parent. I'll click 1, 2, 3, and then go down the arm and the hands for the same thing. I think you can get the gist of this. We can mirror these ones after you renamed them. And then we can do your head, create joints, click to start it, and then there you are. So now you can see my hip is the main joint that selects everything, and my chain is set up appropriately. So once you get that all set and named, then we're going to go to create IK handle. You're going to grab the shoulder and then the wrist. We'll name this left arm IK. If I click on this, make sure it works appropriately. Perfect. If you're getting any sort of issue, we can always kind of look in a perspective view. And you're going to want to rotate the arm, telling Maya where you want it to rotate. Then right mouse click and hold, set preferred angle, move it back to where it's supposed to be, and then add the IK. That's why it's important that we add this kind of bend to it to show where it needs to be. You'll want to do that for your arms too, but for the sake of the video, I wanted to just show you. Okay? Then you can keep all of your controls that you had. Here, let me create an IK handle. We'll go from the knee to the ankle. All right. Then I can take, we'll do the IK, your controller, constrain, parent. Of course I did in the reverse order. So controller, IK handle, constrain, parent, and then you can see it moves appropriately. All right, so I know this is a lot to do, but I think in the long run it's going to be the most successful for you. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions.